Hello, my name is Sylvie, and I'm the owner of a small Canadian lip balm company called Eclairlips. And we make really good lip balms. They're dessert flavored lip balms, and today I'm actually making a really big batch of our sugared cranberry lip balm. So it's a holiday flavor, and I thought I would go live and show you how we prep the trays. I figure it's probably going to take me about like 20-30 minutes. So I'll do that. If you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in, but just fair warning, I am going solo today, so there's nobody monitoring all of the comments and whatnot. So I might not be able to scroll and answer and put things on the screen, but I'll be trying my very best to have a peek and see what kind of questions you guys have for us. The other thing I wanted to let you know, I'm going to be trying to go live more often, and I've set up an SMS notification list. So if you want to get updates when we do go live, just sign up for that. The link should be pinned in the comments. Hopefully, if not, I'll come back later on and I'll put it in there. So the first thing I do, actually what happened while I was prepping before I went live, is these trays get washed, and they get washed in a dishwasher. That's super high tech. It's a commercial dishwasher, and they get sanitized and then they hang on the wall to air dry until the next time that we use them. So it's been a little while since we use them. And the first thing I do is I spray them down with alcohol. We use a lot of alcohol around here. But I got that done, and they are all dry now. So if you have a look at them, I get a lot of questions about how this whole pouring lip balm thing works. So this is what we call a lip balm filling tray. I get a lot of questions about this and where to get them. There's different places you can get them. So if you're also somebody who makes lip balm, Google lip balm filling tray. You can find all sorts of different varieties, but these are the ones that we use. So essentially the tubes go underneath, which you'll see, and then you pour the lip balm onto the top. It's almost like this gigantic funnel type thing. So the first step is popping all of the tubes into these things. And I have a lot of videos that have gone viral of us making lip balm and scraping lip balm. Those are the very satisfying parts to watch. This, it can get a little zen, but it's a little bit more tedious. So we've got lip balm tubes over here. We use these clear lip balm tubes, and we just have to go in. I'm not blocking anything off. We just pop them in there. So keep going and going. So each of these trays holds 225 lip balms. So today I'm making a batch of 450 of our sugared cranberry lip balms. So we have them on our website already. We just launched our holiday flavors last week, and we've sold a lot of them. And I want to get ahead of things and make sure we have enough. And one of the big reasons for that is that our company has a fundraising program. So you know how schools will be selling chocolate bars or cookie dough and coupon books and all sorts of things. Well, you can actually sell our lip balms as part of the fundraising program. And we made some holiday lip balms available for all of the groups that registered to sell our products. And we have a lot of groups that have, our hard deadline was November 24th to get any orders in that had holiday flavors in them. And we have a lot of groups that are selling our holiday flavors. So I want to make sure we've got lots of stock so that we can fill orders quickly for them. Because if we get orders on November 24th, there's always a lot of planning on our side. We have to allow ourselves enough time to pack up the orders during what is a busy time of year. So that falls right around like the Black Friday weekend. And yeah, we try to get them out within 5 business days. And then depending where people are ordering from, because we're on Canada's East Coast, we're in Moncton, New Brunswick. And it could take a while for them to get there. It can take up to 10 business days. And I know that people want holiday stuff before the holidays, and if you're like a group organizer for a school, it's a lot of work for you to divide up all of the lip balms and give them to the kids, and then they distribute them to the people who bought. So yeah, I want to try to keep on top of this. Yeah, so there's a lot of just popping these things in here, and it's funny, I'm used to it now, but I remember when we first started doing big trays like this, I would have blisters on my hands from putting these tubes in here. But I have developed lip balm maker calluses, so I'm all set now. And if you are interested in having a look at our Sugared Cranberry Lip Balm, the link should be in the pinned comment. And it's one of my mom's favorite flavors. My mom loves this flavor. It's funny because a lot of my favorite flavors are chocolate and coffee flavors. And I learned that I think I'm in the minority. Most people really like fruity flavors. So this is one that we usually make it only around Christmas time, but we have people asking for it all year round because it's, sometimes you buy something for Christmas and you're really excited about it, but then after Christmas rolls around, it just feels kind of weird to have like candy caneness and all that stuff. So that's what's cool about these, is that Sugared Cranberry is festive, but it doesn't seem weird like in January or even in the summer. You can have cranberry stuff all year round. It is a really, I guess people tend to equate cranberries with being tart, which there's like a little bit of it, but it's really sweet. Like it's a really nice one for people who like fruity things. Like it's not very tart. It just has like the right hint of tartness. So I'm a little more than halfway done this tray. It's not the most exciting part of making the lip balm, as you'll see. And I think what I might do, I might take a little break after this because we don't have a very fancy setup. You don't see it right now, but I basically just have a folding table that I put ahead of my workspace here. And I jacked it up as high as it can go, and I've got my laptop sitting there. So that's the tech that I'm working with today. And I thought it would be cool to show you guys when I pour the lip balm and scrape it, but I'm gonna have to figure out a little bit of a different setup. So I may take a little break after I am done popping these in all of the trays and rethink my setup and then come back. And if you are enjoying this, I don't know if it's your first time watching one of our videos or if you've been watching a lot of our reels. I share reels like very regularly, and they're just these short, like 1 minute videos. But if you're enjoying this, you enjoy our videos, and you know somebody else who would, I would love it if you would share this video and just let them know about us. They can watch our videos. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I get a lot of comments from people because they want to know if they can buy our products from different countries. So unfortunately, we only sell to Canada and the US at this time. But it doesn't mean you can't watch our videos if you're in the UK, the Philippines, and Australia. We have people from all around the world who follow us, which is just, I think it's so cool. Like I never imagined when I started filming little videos of myself making lip balm in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada, that I'd have people all around the world who would be watching or even thinking it was interesting. Like, I don't know. It's one thing to have one video that people watch and goes viral and stuff, but people hate, like they follow us and they watch, like they keep watching and commenting on our videos and their feed, and it's really cool. It's really cool. Okay. I've got a row and a half. So every row has 15 tubes in it. Another question that I get sometimes, I'm just always amazed at the questions that I get from people, is if we wash these ahead of time. Maybe a shocker, but we do not wash them. The idea is basically like if you go, I don't know, you're hosting a party and you buy paper plates. You're not going to go wash the paper plates. You assume that when you buy the paper plates, they're clean and ready to go. And for cosmetic packaging, that's what it's like too. Like if you're buying from a reputable supplier, everything should be clean and ready to go. And washing it, especially like a little tube like this, I don't know if you've ever taken a lip balm tube apart, and if you can see, there's actually like a lot of little parts inside. And if you're washing them, you're introducing water and the possibility of more bacteria growing. So it's a lot better like that. Okay, and I'm not wearing my glasses. So let me see if I can see any comments here. Oh, I see my Aunt Diane. Hello. Okay, and Christy's asking, your new balms that come out that are colored, are they your first batch doing a color tint to them? Yes, so actually last week, I'm not very good with time anymore, but we launched a line of tinted lip balms. People had been asking about it forever. And I was formulating it for a little while because I wanted to get good colors and good ingredients. And we launched them last week and they all sold out. They sold out really fast. So we're in the process of, we're going to be restocking soon. The thing that I'm waiting on is just, I'm getting professional labels done. The first batch we had done the labels in-house over here. Because it's always a little nerve-wracking when you're launching a new product. You want to make sure that it goes well and that people like it and that it sells before you go investing in a lot of other things. And like labels are an investment because you have to, if you get them professionally printed, you have to make sure that you buy a certain quantity or else it's not worth it. Like the price only comes down if you're buying several thousand of them. So I decided, okay, we'll do it. So now I'm just waiting. I have to, it's actually balls in my court. I have some approvals to do on the proofs and stuff, but we're hopefully restocking by the end of this month. So I see there's like a couple more. Rachel saying, can't wait for more tinted ones. Missed them the first time. I know I was shocked. At like how quick they sold out. And then what's your favorite lip balm? I don't have one favorite. I'm one of those people, like I like something for like a good 6 months and I'm obsessed with it and don't talk to me about anything else. And then I swap to something else. So the ones that I have going on right now, there's apple cheesecake, which is part of our fall collection. I always have one called vanilla latte. We don't have it all the time, but I hoard a bunch of them when we make it. I have a maraschino cherry in my purse that I'm obsessed with, and chocolate ones. We did an advent calendar, a lip balm. Do I even have one? It was just a whirlwind here this week, and we pre-sold them, we assembled them, and we shipped them all out. I think they're all gone. They were all chocolate flavors because chocolate flavors are my favorite. So it's 12 different variations of chocolate, like chocolate mint, chocolate cherry. I won't tell you all of them in case you ordered an advent calendar and you want to be surprised. But yeah, so those are my favorites. So I'm going to tell you about the next step. So they're all in here now. And then what I do, so I think you can see, they're all lined up. So this is all the bottoms of the tubes. And then it's like a gigantic funnel. So when I pour the lip balm, it's going to fill all of the tubes. So I just like to have a look and a quick visual inspection to make sure that everything is nice and clean. They should be clean, but sometimes there might be, because they're in the way that they come is they're like a carton that we get from our supplier, and then they're inside a plastic bag from there. Then sometimes there might be like a little piece of cardboard. So I want to make sure there's none of that. So then what I'll do is I like to run my hand over to make sure that they're screwed as far down to the bottom as possible. They usually are pretty good, but we want to make sure that when we fill them, you get as much lip balm as possible. This is kind of fun. You have to find amusement somewhere. You're doing something like this. So just do that. And actually doing a double batch like this is probably one of my favorite things. We don't always need to make this much at a time, but I like it because, so I just pushed down on them to make sure I didn't dislodge anything when I was doing that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite things because it means I can pour whole tray in one shot and scrape it all up. If you've been following for a while, you know that sometimes we divide them. We have these divider things that I get many questions on. I'm gonna try and go live again when I do like the pouring part, and I can demo that. But yeah, so this is one tray ready to go. Now we gotta do another tray. So I use these bins to kind of scoop up use these bins for everything actually. We use them to scoop up the lip balm tubes, but it actually fits one batch of 225 in these perfectly. So then once I'm all done and I'm capping them, I put them all in there. So I need to go refill this. Hold on for a sec. I just have to go behind the camera because that's where my lid is. You're going to hear the sounds of the scooping. Okay. So I know that if I've got one bin of this scooped up, it should be enough to do that. Okay. Let me see if I can see some of the comments here, see what kind of. Okay, if we're considering other colors besides reds for the tinted lip balms. They're not all reds. There's a raspberry coulis that's like kind of a pinkish color. Apple butter is kind of, there's actually none that are like a true red. They're all kind of like a little bit pinkish brownish with more browns. When you're working with natural colorants, there's a lot of different natural colorants, but they all have different properties. And for the ones that I chose, I decided to go with iron oxides and micas. There's only certain color ranges that are available to you. Like it's not like you have a set of paints and you can get exactly what color you want. You can definitely do that with other types of colorants, but it depends like what you want. If you want to go into the realm of like artificial colorants, and there's different natural colorants that you can use too, but those are the ones that I decided. So if you're curious to see them, I can probably spew off the link by heart, but if you go to our website, it's eclairlips.com, and I think I have it right in the main menu, tinted lip balms, and you can click, there's 5 different colors, and you can see the colors that we came up with. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this off for a sec. Scroll and see what we've got going on here. Okay, I think I'm at the, and then Ella is asking, oh, here we go. We've got some from Ella. And Ella's asking if my family helps make lip balms. So my husband helps make lip balms. I've got 2 kids, they do not help. They don't help. I don't know. I think they grew up around this and they're just like, they're not that excited. They're not, they're still quite young too. They're 9 and 11. So they're not super into it. But what else do we have? If Christy's asking if me and my team members have had races. No, I keep joking to my husband Mario that we should have races to see. I don't know who would win. I would win putting the tubes in and capping the tubes. He would win for labeling. We'll probably have a race because we actually have 2 labelers now, and we should do that. So what I'm going to do, this one's done, so just flip it over until I'm ready to pour into it. Now I'm going to get going with the second one. So just keep going. It goes a little faster if I'm not doing live, of course. Sounds like a knock at the door. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll listen to music or listen to podcasts. I love podcasts and audiobooks and stuff like that. And it just, yeah, I'm one of these people with a busy brain, so I have a really hard time just doing something quietly because then my mind starts to whirl and whirl and whirl, and either I'm stressing about things or I come up with 5 million ideas of things to do for the business, and sometimes it's just best to try and give my brain a little break and entertain it. You know what I listen to? I don't know if any of you listen to that. Did anyone listen to or read Britney Spears' book? Because I was listening to that last week, and I was just, you know how you see stuff in it's not the tabloids anymore. I don't know. I haven't seen a grocery tabloid in a long time, but you know, like just all the gossip and stuff. And it's like I kept hearing for years like all this weird stuff that was going on with her. You wonder, like, is it true? Because you can never be quite sure what's true and what's not when it's just like from these online sources. But wow, like what that woman has been through, that was pretty crazy. Even, yeah, there's all kinds of stories in there. So I don't know if anybody else was reading Britney's memoir, but that's what I was listening to last week. And then this week, I'm actually waiting to get more Audible credits, because what happens is I have an Audible membership, and so Audible is like to listen to audiobooks, and you pay, I don't know, I think it's like $15 a month or something, and you get a credit to get one audiobook every month. And I go through spurts where like I'll listen to a bunch of books, and then a couple months where I don't listen to any books. And I think I just had a spurt where I listened to a lot of books, and I don't have any credits left, so I'm waiting for my credit to come. Another fun thing about this is that my apron is plastic, and it gets warm, because we use plastic aprons because just for cleanliness. It would be kind of nice to have fabric reusable aprons, but I have to get a washer and dryer in here, and that's an expense I can't really afford right now. So we just get these, but they're really hot, and I'm at that age where the hot flashes are coming, and it's very special right now. I'm a little sweaty. That's okay. I'm almost done. It's halfway through this tray. Yeah, that's why. I don't really bother with makeup a lot of days, because I might just end up sweating it off. Yeah, it's not like the most exciting look with the hairnet and the plastic apron, but it's what the job requires. I hope you guys can hear me over all the noise. Our production space here is kind of it's a really nice space, but it's a little bit echoey. And I know I've got like weird lighting happening behind me. I'm gonna figure this out, and we'll have a nice setup to go live. Not that this is terrible, but we're gonna see. I have a friend who goes live all the time. Her business is So Hungry, and her name is Natalie, and she has a super cool setup. So she sells all of this beautiful fabric and vinyl to make handbags. I don't know if any of you guys sew. I don't sew, but what she does it tempts me to want to learn to sew, because she has all these like the coolest prints and colors. Like there's a lot of leopard print, so obviously I'm all over that. But she has this really cool setup where she has a camera that goes overhead. I was like, oh, that would be so cool if we could do that. And then if I'm pouring lip balm and scraping lip balm, you can see it like bird's eye view, kind of like how I see it standing over it. But anyways, these will come. You gotta start somewhere, and this is where it is today. Okay. 3 more rows. Sometimes I listen to music and I try to go to the beat. Music helps me do a lot of things. I like going to the gym, and I do CrossFit. I don't know. I don't know if that's what people expect from me, but I really like that. And we do a lot of rowing, like on those indoor rowing machines. And I have like playlists made up with different beats to help keep me like rowing at a certain pace. And I feel like it transforms it from a workout to almost dancing when you stay on the beat. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 10 lip balms short. Gonna go get a little scoop. I'll be right back. Hey, I got more than 10, but you know, it's all good. There. All right, flip this over. It looks good in there. And just sounds like guinea pigs. I don't know if anybody has guinea pigs, but we have guinea pigs, and they make cute little sounds. They sound like little chickens, actually. I find they sound like little chickens, and Yeah. I'm sure you guys all tuned in to hear me do guinea pig impressions today. Okay. There. We're all set. 2 trays, enough to pour 450 sugar cranberry lip balms. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can rearrange my setup so I can show you how we pour the lip balm from our melter. I have this little melter, and the lip balm base is already made, so we just melt it down there. I measure what I need, and then I add the flavoring for that flavor. And then we pour. That's the satisfying part, the pouring and the scraping. And then you can see how quickly it actually sets, because a lot of people, they're so worried that it's sitting out here for ages, but it really just takes a couple minutes for it to set. Like, the formula that we have isn't, how long something will take to set will basically depend on what ingredients you used, and the ingredients that we use harden up pretty fast. So anyways, you guys will see that. So let me put these aside. I'll lean over and come and look at what kind of comments we have here. These off. So sweaty. Thanks for sweaty hands. Let's have a peek. Okay, so I think, I got to a lot of the comments. I'm good. Yay. Okay. Well, I am gonna sign off for now and figure out if I can change my setup. If you're still around in a little bit, maybe in like 20-ish minutes or something, I might try and go live again. And if you enjoyed this, I actually set up an SMS notification list. So if you want to be notified anytime we go live, we're going to go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Just sign up for that notification, and yeah, you'll get notified next time we go live. So see you in a bit, and thank you very much for joining me. It was a lot more fun doing this with you guys than just on my own with my thoughts or listening to Brittany's story, although Brittany's story was awesome. See you guys soon. Bye.